It's a fish fry. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Now the 3-2 pitch. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Skied into straightaway right. Yelich is under it. 1 out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Set to go now, Bryce Harper. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Popped him up. Grandal is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matt. If you hate Devo, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now. Really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, he can live with that.
Cain gets his lead at first, nobody out. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Mike Moustakas, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He comes into this one among the leaders in slugging percentage. How about top 5 in the National League? I love watching him when he comes up to the plate. There's an electricity about him. He's got power and he's got that swagger that you just can't miss.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitting .429. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. An inning in the... And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. Yelich is there to put it away for out number 1. Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach 2nd now with 1 away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Got him swinging on the fastball there. Andrew McCutchen goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 takes the catch, and he took a header along with it, but he saved. Here's Brian Braun now. His past line against Aaron Nola. An impressive 4 for 7. He's taken him deep once. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Into the box now, Orlando Arcia. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Count still full. 3-2. It's another full count offering on its way. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. In now, Brandon Woodruff. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1-1. Here it is. 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Brewers. So striding in, Aaron Nola. 9-1-2 due up. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Arcia backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. Grounded to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning.
Welcome back as Milwaukee prepares for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Brewers have been treated to a lot of production from this lineup so far this year. At the start of the day, they're one of the most dangerous groups of hitters in baseball, ranking first in the league in both home runs and slugging percentage. But this is not just a team full of bruisers. As one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup that are multidimensional. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can leg out a double or triple when they find the gap. Safe to say this is a well-crafted offensive unit, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Hit in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Herrera. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Second baseman.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
He's got himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And he fouls this one off. Now the payoff pitch home. Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit, and the Blue Crew has struck first here. It's now 1-0.
Now, boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The count now at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out. So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. At the plate, Bryce Harper. He popped out in his first trip. And it's fouled away. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone to lead off the inning. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking. In now, Rhys Hoskins. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Here he comes again, 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. 1-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Ground ball left side. And McCutchen has himself a base hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball
Now
with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera. And this will be fouled away. Throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. Pulled toward right center field. Cain is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Drilled to the left side. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Braun aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He drew a walk his first time up. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
So a full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. At the plate, Brandon Woodruff. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out. Comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game. And welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
The pitcher.
Thank you, Heidi.
Nola.
So digging in now, Aaron Nola. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's one on the first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Oh, here's a shot out to right center. This will kick up against the wall now. Nola blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
Fouled away. Segura stands at second with 2 gone. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
The payoff pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Digging in once again, Lorenzo Cain. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. In is Christian Yelich. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Stepping in, Jesus Aguilar. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worrying about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guys knocking belted high and deep into right center. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. We're through 5 innings here tonight. 2-1 Milwaukee. Bryce Harper will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. The count now at 2-1. The 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Cain. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Another full count pitch home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cain is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, JT Realmuto. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Slider whipped on for strike 3. A great pitch to. Riding in once again, Ryan Braun. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. To him on the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The batter, number 3.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Orlando Arcia, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He went down on strikes last time up. Grandal with a 3-1 count now. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And he loses him on a breaking ball. Eric Thames will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Eric Thames.
Thames behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three and 2 now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And Chase Anderson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 57, Chase Anderson.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Michael Bronco.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Nick Williams will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies. Number 5, Nick Williams.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Herrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. Working for the punch out and the offering. Throws in on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left. Jose Alvarez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. In now is Lorenzo Cain. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, batting at an even .400. Alvarez is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
2-1 to count. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. There's ball 4. Ready for another shot now. Mike Moustakas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
The first baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Jesus Aguilar. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 0 for 4. Back goes Harper at the track. On the warning track, he makes the... So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And he fouls this one off. Alex Claudio is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Ready for another chance? Bryce Harper is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 3-1 and right into the shift, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, he's 1 for 4. Onto the bag with it is Aguilar, and that'll retire the side. Victor Arano is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate, Travis Shaw will start it out here from Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow. Popped him up. Real Muto shading to his right. 1 away. Tommy Hunter answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Now at the plate, Ryan Braun. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2. Stepping up now, Orlando Arcia. Corey Spangenberg will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. McCutchen is there, makes the catch, and the side is... Corey Spangenberg will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop.
Number 5.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. Corey Knebel, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. The 1-1. Is in there for the second strike. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Stepping up to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's gone 3 for 11. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Josh Hader answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Number 71, Josh Hader.
Quinn, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Quick check on that tying run at first, but the runner's back easily. 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. But Michael Franco, they'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A crowd in excess of 37,000. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Brewers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Brandon Woodruff earns his 5th winner of the year.
Twisted Sundays is about to be epic.
Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make thorough bread without the stable while packing something that make it top spin like dreidels. Ooh, I hung around them shells like April. Oatmeal, oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real. Folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort. Lectures to me was just receive better from the king of Bedford. Stop vexing. I swear Biggie taught me lessons. My guess is his propensity for excellence might not get discussed by the adolescents, but I'm blessed with. Yeah, the gift of carrying torches. Sometimes I get nervous as a suitor that's entering courtship. Ooh, then I get to feeling euphoric. Holy flow, every bar low-key should be pinned in the. Ooh. And look at, she's so gorgeous. She be with me whether I was flipping a Tesla or Taurus. Ooh. I'm a mess, I'm a horror, but I've been blessed kinda sorta. Every bar brick and mortar, can't sing, but I'm known to finesse on the chorus. You can't see the flow unless you using the eye of Horus. Ooh.
Hey look, now that I've got your attention, peep game.
Ooh.
If you was whack and you came up with some paper, you still lame.
Yeah.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
One time for the West though, 2 times for the youngin' with the best flow. Lame ducks be like, what pond you from? I tell them harder than when monsoons come. And they chase cheese, only dipping when that fondue come. And run that base till they heart go out just like you, son. Hey look, this for my partners who low-key pitching around. And those that laughed at me when I stayed at my mama house. My pocket's fatter now, my mama see something to brag about. And I spit
Inside the show. And now your host,
come and see me and maybe you'll die. But I can keep you in hard work, the fluid kind. That's enough for excitement today. Frustrated, faded, it's pay to play. Come and see me and maybe
Daytime baseball here. Gene Segura standing in, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time, and it's fouled away. Pulled toward right center field. Yelich on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting third.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He went deep in the contest last night.
Harper.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, Dero, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Seared down the first baseline. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Another one sent foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hard hit toward the hole, and a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Into the box, Mike Moustakas. Hot shot on the ground is short. And Moustakas is aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Yelich over at second. Moustakas at first, one gone. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third. Now batting, Travis Shaw, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. The 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Digging in, Ryan Braun, and Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. 2 balls and a strike to Braun.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a fun.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
In now, Orlando Arcia. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting in, the pitcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay.
Grandal is off at first with 2 away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We'll head to the top of. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Sliced hard but foul. Ball 2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. The 2-1. It's taken for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane on the move. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. Stepping up now, Andrew McCutcheon, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Misses. Ball 2. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And another foul ball. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
A dive, and he can't hang on. And he is in there.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Kane going back, and this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at that deficit.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Herrera at second with 2 down. Again, he sends it out of play. And he fouls this one off. Hit hard to short. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw over to Aguilar at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And this will kick off the base of the wall. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
A runner at second, nobody out. Pickoff move to second, runner back standing. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
This is hit high and deep out to left. McCutcheon going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away. Runners are at first and third, one away. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So it's first and third with 2 away, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. The 2-1. He pulls this one into right. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 6-1.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, hero. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your one.
And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 7-1.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will.
Welcome back to Miller Park, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Brewers this season. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Juan Nicasio. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the end. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Big swing by Grandal, and a ball carrying well to right. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and this is now a 7-run ball game. I'm sure you know it's
what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Stepping in now, Ulysses Chassin. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. There's Segura. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Lorenzo Cain. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Lorenzo Cain becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. And he'll lay off the cut fastball here as this misses off the plate for ball 4. Ready now, Mike Moustakas.
Second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting.
Next from Milwaukee, Jesus Aguilar. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Aguilar and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
That one worth another look with our Show Track technology. And the number you look at here, most definitely the 114-mile-an-hour exit velo. You don't have to hit it that high to get it out of the park when you hit it that hard.
Standing in now, Travis Shaw. Good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And now Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The first baseman.
Digging in now, Rhys Hoskins. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A dive, but it's off his glove. Digging in, JT Realmuto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. To second for 1. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. Standing in, Ryan Braun. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3.
Striding in, Orlando Arcia, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
2 balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out nod.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, who went deep last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Arcia, base runner at first with 1 out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. So here now's the pitcher, Yulise Chacin. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The center fielder.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Odubel Herrera will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. At the plate, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
For Philadelphia, the pitcher,
a 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. McCutchen at second. Franco is over at first with 1 away. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Digging in, Gene Segura. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Smoked on the ground left side. And that is through into left field, a base hit. The throw here is not in time. He beats Grandal's tag.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock after that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the... Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder.
So striding forward now, Christian Yelich. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Ready with the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now
stepping into the box, Mike Moustakas. Moustakas waits on the 1-1. Line towards center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's into the box now. Bryce Harper. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. 1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The next 3-2. Freezes him, a strikeout looking. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
JT Realmuto.
1-2, here it comes. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Digging in now for the Brewers, Ryan Braun. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. Hernan Perez will come on now and run at first base following the injury. Settling in now, Yasmani Grandal. Manny Pena will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. Catch made by McCutchen. Here comes the runner from third. And he's safe. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting, the pitcher, Yuli.
Now at the plate, Ulysses Chassin. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. The 1-1 home. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on. Hernan Perez will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Catches the corner, got him looking. 3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Victor Arano comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Arano now playing center field and batting 9, number 24, Roman Quinn.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Arano has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Got him, and that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Now in the box, Christian Yelich. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in, Mike Moustakas. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1 home. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Fouled off. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Striding into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd. Coming to the plate now, Roman Quinn. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Eric Thames is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Now playing right field, number 7, Eric Thames.
Ben Gamble is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 16, Ben
Corey Spangenberg is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second.
Second base, number 5, Corey Spangenberg.
Fouled away. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Gene Segura. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Thames sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A ball and 2 strikes now. Quinn leads off first with 1 away. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Yuli Chacin. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Shaw is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And so coming to the plate, Travis Shaw, a hit in 2 tries so far. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Popped him up. Real Muto moving to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Hernan Perez. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty B, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So 2 gone now in the Brewers half of the 8th. And up next is the catcher, Manny Pena. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Quinn has a beat on it. And that retires the side. Milwaukee into the box now. JT Realmuto starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The next 1-2 pitch. Shot towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Nick Williams will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Williams
into the corner and slicing foul. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Philly down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
The winning pitcher is Jolie Chassis. His record is now 5-2.
Hey, you ready? Hey, grab that right there. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Are you ready? You know what time it is, right? They don't want us to make it, so it's time to take it. Rhyme with them coats, it's time to see who be realer. Unload it, empty the on them, make sure these people feel it. I'm shooting like Reggie Miller. Don't move or I'ma hit you. Pop up, toe ya, I call it Thriller Manila. Scope on them, trim them with this picture, hit you from distance. We came out the trenches with the stitches, God is my world. And I gotta get that first one shot before that drip from hit me. Ain't gotta worry about looking back with my squad with me.
Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Hopping out that truck with the nibblers looking like Thriller. I'm ready for the millions. Talk to myself in the mirror. Is you ready? Ready. Jump off in that Bentley with no ceiling. Is you ready? Is you sick of taking losses? Time for winning. They can't hang with us, can't with us. They know we ain't dangerous. If you think you with my squad, better hang it up. We've been grinding hard. Can't take that from us. We've been grinding hard on the job. Can't take that from us.
Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready.
I'd rather be up in them. Nah, I'm just playing, but I'm serious. Ring around the rosy guy.